Merry meet all. So, another shopping haul, but this is some things that I bought ages ago. We're talking months ago, and we've been waiting for shipping from the States for like ever. Like I said, months and months ago. Hey, Sha. And finally, I got it. Now, they're just homeware stuff. I am a big fan of burning incense. I usually make my own incense cones and sticks. If I don't have time, I will buy them or have pre-made ones on hand, but I do like to make my own. And yes, you can make your own backflow incense cones as well. They're not some special, it's literally a matter of putting a hole in the bottom of your incense cone. That's all it is. That's the only difference between a backflow incense cone and a regular incense cone. These are Palo Santos. I like Palo Santos, not O's. And anyway, so as a child, especially in my equestrian days, don't get me wrong, when we were in Australia, we literally had to start from scratch, and we came from overseas, and didn't have money, especially because my parents split pretty much soon after we got here, and then also I moved out at home at 13. However, I've always been very fortunate in my life to come across the most amazing people and the most amazing opportunities, regardless of how much or how little money I had. I feel lucky, in that way. So even though I had no money for a horse or anything like that, one of the ladies, my mother was an elder of an Anglican church in Adelaide, St. Luke's. And one of the other elders of the church, she had a daughter who hated the church as much as I did. she was like, you won't even catch her in the place. And but basically, my mum's, oh yeah, Nancy loves horses. Oh, my daughter's an equestrian. You know how it goes. Oh, maybe they should hang out together. And basically, rest is history. I pretty much pissed off and hung out with Diana, who was an equestrian, and she had her horse, my Paladine, down in Lochley's Riding Club in Adelaide, Henley's Beach. It sort of like opens out to a moat, and there was a spare horse there who wasn't being looked after, and they were going to put it down because no one was there to look after her. She was a retired racehorse, and her name was Blossom Teacup, or Blossy for short. And this lamp just reminds me of her. She was a bay with a star, with a blaze on her forelock. And anyway, so this lamp is just So I also bought some backflow cone holders for burning incense. And whilst I'm on the horsey subject, I've got a thing for salt and pepper shakers, novelty ones, but I think these are just perfect. Perfect colouring for my kitschy 70s kitchen as well. But check out this beautiful snake. So this fella is going to be in my office burning his smoke. And so that will be him. I have a small palmistry hand one, which I thought would be perfect for the apothecary. This beautiful beast is a nice big one, and it's perfect in my bedroom. I don't have a backflow for the den, but that will come. I was thinking of just getting another one of these lovelies. This is nearly 30 centimeters high, the camera sort of doesn't give it justice, and it was so cheap. I think it was like $20 for the size of what it is. And my house is pretty much in shades of teal, gold and mustard and chocolate brown, so it's a very quick haul share today because my battery is also flashing. And I also bought this palmistry hand incense stick holder. So anyway, that is my very quick. And also look at the bling. It's not really bling. These are Norwegian knitting rings. So here you see the little catch in there. So basically they're meant to be for this finger, but I've been you know, I tend to, for some reason, like to use my thumb when I do this. I've got a weird way of holding my needles, which I'll probably go over one day. But you basically feed the garn through that hole there, and the fish, it's at the front. I think they're worth getting. Try and get the right size though, otherwise, like me, you have to put it in your thumb because they're too big for your finger. But that said, the way I hold my needles, I prefer to use my thumb to hold the garn taut as I'm feeding through. And also I did buy a whole stack of Backflow incense cones, which were on sale. Again, I like to make my own cinnamon ones. But again, if something's on sale, I like to have a stock of stuff already pre-made. And as for the boxes they come in, I like to keep them, and I'll put them in the shed in a container, where that way when I move, I can basically put items back in the box they came in, because I've got the foam in there as well. But anyway, a very quick haul, and I do have a few announcements to make on my personal life. I'm hoping as well to share some spells on the Weirdcraft site that you can tweak to your own ways, and they're, you know, spells that I'm using at the moment just to help me get back into center, because I have gone completely off my center path, and I've been in a lot of physical pain because of it. So I don't want to give too much away of the announcements, so I'll hopefully get that recording done at the end of the week when I've sorted some things out and tied some things off. And yeah, there's a rehab announcement in there too, physical rehab. But anyway, onwards and forwards, you know. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll fill you in later. I hope you're keeping sane and safe from the craziness out there, and still finding the silver lining on things. And you know, don't knock the home comfort things. You know, I know there's something nice about kitschy things that you love, that, you know, especially from childhood. For me, it's horses, always animals, and you know, anything apothecary. They're things I never have enough of. But anyway, that's what you know, makes me happy, not watching Netflix or gossiping, or, you know, I sort of don't have really much time for that. But anyway, blessed be merry part, and I hope you love my little blossom teacup replica horse headlamp, and she will be going in my bedroom. Blessed be and merry part. You say goodbye, Sha? You want to say goodbye? Bye-bye. Oh, my little girl.